Hello, Transport Evolved. Guess what?
Hello. I'm driving a Model S. This is like the grinniest of the EV grins.
How are you, Mark?
I'm in this weird state of shock, worry, and awesomeness. Which is shock that I'm actually driving it, awesomeness that it's awesome, and worriness because I don't want to crash it or do anything wrong.
So this is the Tesla P85 Model S.
I might just accelerate a bit quickly.
Okay.
Woo! I'm moving my foot like half an inch. That's amazing. That shouldn't be legal. I'm fairly sure this is a fairground ride, isn't it? That's what I'm on. First impressions, though. If you want first impressions, it's a big car. I've never really driven a big car before, but this is a big car. I'm very aware of how wide it is, and how much of this lane on the dual carriageway motorway it takes up, which is very cool. But then you can do things like that acceleration, which is amazing.
It's just insane, isn't it?
It is. Nikki has been playing with all the gadgets.
Yep, I've got my iPhone linked up. We've got the camera from outside. That's the view out of the back of our Model S, our loaned Model S for now. Mark's being very good with the energy.
I am doing my best.
Look at that, instant, and he's average 188 miles. Projected 162, which is very good.
Excellent. That's good.
And your average energy is pretty good as well. We finally figured out the heated windscreen.
Yeah, that took a while. That, I suppose, that is something to say. I think with this car, it is a car you need to sit down and figure out where everything is on the dash.
But it's like getting a new computer, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, more so than any other electric car. I mean, all electric cars and all cars in general, you need to sit down and go, well, where's this button, where's to do this? But generally they're all in a kind of, you have your heating cluster there and your instrument cluster there, and you kind of intuitively know, because this is so different, everything's somewhere else.
What do you make of the dash here?
I like this, and I know it's customizable as well. I haven't figured out how to do that, mainly because I'm concentrating on driving, but it's nice to have the little navigation up here as well, which is very cool.
Someone's asking if we played rock, paper, lizard, Spock, scissors thing. We didn't.
We didn't, no.
I was just really nice and let you go first.
You were. It was lovely. It was very nice.
Plus I have to write an article in a few, which is kind of sucky because I just want to play.
You do.
But, you know, in terms of settings, this is where we've got it set at the moment. Controls. So we've got, you know, all of the bits and bobs there. Heated wipers on because it's a bit cold out. But I have to show you something very cool. Shall we show them? This has got profiles saved, okay?
Yes.
Look whose profile that is. And we're not joking. That really is Mr. Musk had this car, didn't he?
He did. When he was in the UK during the tour, this was his car. So I am sat where Elon Musk himself was sat, which is slightly creepy and awesome at the same time.
Yeah, we won't go into why.
No.
But these are obviously the driving information here. So we've got everything set on. Suspension is standard. Steering mode is standard. Regenerative braking is standard. If I change that, Mark will feel the difference in the steering.
I'm not turning at the moment, but I'm sure I will when I do. Let's slow down, let this car out, be nice.
Why don't you now get over and punch it so we can see what happens.
Okay, I will once there's a white van just in the way.
Okay. And then if you want to get into the
really fast lane
in a second, there's a speed camera, so just bear in mind that speed camera, which is just there.
It is de-restricted down here.
Yep.
Okay, and let's just get a little bit of space and then...
M40 towards Oxford.
That actually took my breath away. That was insane. There was a noticeable sound as well. I think that's what I like. There's no whine. In the Leaf there's always that little high-pitched whine. Okay. There was no whine.
Again! Wow.
And there is just, that's amazing. And that little bit of sound is, yeah, you get that pressure on your chest. That's amazing.
Yeah, you do. you do. So, do you have anything else to say, Mark?
Other than not knowing what a lot of the levers and knobs and switches do.
And that's why we have the first drive.
Exactly. I've got a typical range showing here rather than my predicted range, for instance. And thank you. And then there's an extra
You're getting
knob
a bit
here.
close to the edge from my perspective.
There's a little knob here, which is where I would expect the indicator to be, which isn't the indicator, which is just a little annoying. And you might be able to tell this is a left-hand drive rather than a...
Yes, so that's why I said he was getting a bit close to the side.
Yeah, so I'm not used to driving on the left, but I'm getting better at it, and I haven't killed anyone yet.
Excellent. Goodbye, Mark.
Goodbye, Nikki.